AM WVTL.
And it's time for a story on the Bob Cudmore Show. We're joined by two guests, Sarah Brownell and Kevin Foose. They are a husband and wife. They spend most of their time in Haiti. 10 months, they were telling me, out of the year now spent in Haiti, where basically they're working on a project aimed at improving life in Haiti, as I understand it. And the organization is known as Soil. And Sarah and Kevin will be hosting a fundraiser in Amsterdam a week from Thursday night at the Century Club. And let me start with Sarah, because you're actually from here. You were a 1993 graduate of Amsterdam High?
Yes, thank you so much for having us on today.
Sure. How did you end up, a girl from Amsterdam down in Haiti? How did this come to be?
I guess the whole time I was in high school, I was always interested in traveling. I wanted to see Africa. I don't know why I picked Africa, but when I went to school out in Rochester, I was doing some volunteer work and ended up working at a homeless shelter where one of the other people that volunteered there was planning a trip to Haiti. And he was working in construction, so he was going to build a health clinic there, and they had nurses going down, and I helped gather all the materials, the medications and things for the lab to go to the clinic.
Sure.
And then when he came back, he was showing us all pictures of his trip, and he was saying, well, you should come to Haiti too. And I said, well, I really want to go to Africa. I was still stuck on that. But he said, Haiti's like little Africa. There's a lot of similarities. You should come and try it out. And there's already a group from Rochester going. So it was easy to fit into the group that was already working in Haiti. And I first volunteered in Rochester with them for about 2 years, fundraising and things like that. And then after I graduated from RIT, I did my senior year, I did a project to help come up with a way to put power on their health clinic. And I ended up putting up solar panels the first time that I went to
Haiti?
In Haiti on the health clinic. Because before that, they had no electricity at the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
So the doctors had no way to run lab tests or figure out really what people had. So by putting up the solar panels, they could run the centrifuge, they could run the microscope, and then really identify what was making people sick.
Okay, Sarah Brownell with us. I do want to bring in Kevin Foose. Maybe he hasn't entered your story yet, but he's got his own story to tell. How did you get involved with Sarah, and again, your husband and wife now, and go into Haiti?
5 years ago, I was working at St. Joseph's House, the homeless shelter in Rochester, and we met doing dishes, volunteering together, and the rest is history. I started going to Haiti about a year later after we were married, and we've been going for almost 4 years now.
I noticed on the website for your organization, Soil, Kevin, you describe yourself. I mean, everybody else has got they talk about their degrees and so on and so forth. You describe yourself as a human being.
Well, yeah, I didn't graduate from college or anything like that, but I just see what I have to offer is to be able to encourage and love other people and just identify and that we're all together in the same human struggle.
And again, you're doing this work in Haiti, but somehow I think that maybe there's some connection with this homeless shelter in Rochester. It's called the St. Joseph's Hospitality House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you both have been involved with that, right?
Yes, it's a Catholic worker house, and it has the philosophy of doing the works of mercy, hospitality, nonviolence, just trying to live your life the way the gospel told us to, but actually putting that into action.
Yeah.
And so we take that to Haiti as part of our work, too.
Yeah. And again, don't want to get too far afield, but I've heard something about the Catholic worker movement or whatever you want to call it from years back when I used to do some work for the Catholic Church. And this is sort of to some extent, it's a controversial kind of work that they do in the church, is it not, or among some of the faithful?
I guess that it is, but I don't really understand why it's so controversial. It's just putting the faith into action. Sometimes they take anti-war stances, so that can put it in conflict with other parts of it.
Is there, in this Catholic, the St. Joseph's House up in Rochester, is there something similar in the Albany diocese? I really don't think so.
There is a Catholic worker in Albany. I don't remember the name of it, but there's hundreds of houses all around the country. But each one, it's a very decentralized movement, so each one is run on its own. Mm-hmm. There's no central organization. You don't have to apply to be a Catholic worker. If you decide you are one, then you're a Catholic worker.
Okay, Sarah Brownell, Amsterdam native, and Kevin Foose, you finally get together maybe 5 years ago. Where are you from, Kevin?
Rochester.
You're from Rochester. Well, why not just stay in Rochester? I mean, I hate to be hectoring here, but I mean, aren't there a lot of troubles in Rochester and needs in Rochester?
Yes, and whenever we are in Rochester, we continue working on those issues. But since I studied engineering, I was trying to find a way to put the helping people together with the things that I had learned in engineering school. So I looked around in Rochester and said, well, we have sanitation, we have water, we have a lot of the things that an engineer would work on are already going okay. Of course, there's always improvements. But then when I was working at Haiti at the clinic, I noticed that so many people were coming in with waterborne illness, like typhoid or worms or things that could easily be prevented. And in the U.S., we don't even get anymore because we have water treatment and we have sanitation. Mm-hmm. So I decided that they needed my services more.
So Sarah and Kevin, you decide the place is Haiti, or maybe at this point it says Sarah deciding the place is Haiti. Mm-hmm. And you even go to school to learn something that you feel will be useful in Haiti?
Yes, because I've originally studied mechanical engineering, which is more about working on, parts, pieces of a car or pieces of a computer. But what the need was in Haiti was water and sanitation. So I went to graduate school at UC Berkeley to learn more about how I could actually make the water safe for people to drink.
All right. And you start an organization. It's called SOIL, which, as the organizations do, it stands for something. I'm searching for it here, but I can't find it.
Sustainable Organic Integrated Livelihoods.
Which means?
We're looking for ways that are not only helpful to the community to improve the soil and improve the environment, but also can create income if possible. Mm-hmm. So it's not only environmental and health, but economic.
How long has SOIL existed, the organization?
It's a new organization, still a baby, only 2 years old.
Mm-hmm. And where are you located in Haiti?
We're working in Cap Haitian, which is on the north coast. It's the second largest city.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing?
Well, all of our projects are related to transformation of things that people consider garbage into something that could be a useful resource again. So part of that includes taking human waste and transforming them into fertilizer using ecological sanitation. And Haiti has a lot of problems with waterborne illness, but also with not being able to produce enough food. And people don't have enough income to purchase fertilizer. So they're just using the land over and over again and planting on the same plots over and over without any fertilizer inputs. So if we can make human waste safe and then use them as fertilizer, they'll be able to produce more food. Mm-hmm. And then we also have a project that we do with youth called the Garbage Doesn't Exist contest, where we ask them to find something that's been thrown away and turn it into something useful or beautiful. A lot of the places where we work, one of the places in particular called Shada is a slum in the city of Cap Haitian, and it's built on garbage piles that were there and then packed down. And so there's still garbage all around where the kids are playing. So we're trying to find a way to help them see it as a resource again. So some of the kids made sandals out of garbage. They've made kites and toys, trucks. And then we're trying to help the youth group there find a way to make some money out of transforming this garbage into sandals.
Okay, we're talking with Sarah Brownell and Kevin Foos. Can take our 10 of 8 news break and be back with them in just a moment.